Great. So in this video, I'm going to teach you how you can make a nice reggae loops like this in just a few steps. So make sure you hit on the like and the subscribe button. And moreover, I'll leave a link for you to download the samples and the L4P that I use in this video for free. So let's get right into the section. Great. So we have this empty project set for creating these reggae loops. I'm going to be using a project tempo of 150 BPM. So just come up here, right click and choose 150 BPM. Let's go and drop in our samples to the channel rack. So you can just drag here, right? Here's our samples. Or if yours is hidden, just hit on this button here. You can hide and unhide it. Now let's drag in our first sample. That will be Peck A. All right. The sample that I'll be using here will be free to download. Just check the description panel. Let's do some quick adjustments here. Come to the channel rack. On the pattern length, right click here, set it to 2 bars. Great. Now let's plot our note here. First note will be here. Second note will be here. All right. And mine. Okay. Okay. That's for the peck A. Let's drop in the peck B. Okay. With that, I'm going to plot one note here. Other note here. All right. And other note here. One note there. All right. Let's bring in the next loop. Let's bring in the next sample. That'll be peck C. Let's plot the note for the peck C. So one note here. Okay. All right. So let's play with them and see. Let's go in for the next sample. That would be peck D. Okay. Let me bring it in. So let's plot that note. That one note here, one note there. Okay. All right. Okay, so the next sample will be GM Kabasa. So let's bring in here. Okay, so let's plot the note for the GM Kabasa. 1, 2, 3. All right. One more note here. Then we are good to go, okay? So plot 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's come to our graph editor. Change some length here. Okay, so one note at the top. Okay, let me bring in that a little. This one, 2 down. This one up a little. And this one to go down. Okay, so something like this. You see how I've done my thing here. Can just look through it and do something similar. But for the panning, I want to be playing left and right, left and right. So just come to panning. Okay. One note down. One note up. Down. I want to have that bouncing back. Okay. It's too wide. Let me bring it down later. Okay. I want to have that bouncing in my headphone. So that's cool. The next thing we're going to do is just right click on it, hit on piano roll. Now I'm going to highlight the first bar. Okay. So Control B to duplicate it. Control B, Control B. We are good to go. So let's play all of them. You can feel that. The kabacha sounds more open. I want to have it so tight. So this is what I will do. I'm going to assign this to a mixer track. So just select here and hit on Control L. can see that control, then come to a mixer. The cabasa is on the fifth track, so just hit on that. Let's go to our effect. We're going to look for a plugin called Transient Processor. There's a stock plugin in FL Studio, so just hit on it. All right, so here is it. Okay, I'm going to open it. This is how it looks like. So I want to make the thing so tight. I want to make the shakers sound a little bit tight. It sounds more open, so I will just bring the release down. Okay. Okay. So without it, you can hear a difference. Okay. Now it sounds a little bit close for now. That's what I want to do for the shaker. Let's go in for our next sample. That would be a tambourine. So just bring it in, sign it to a mixer track 6. Let's plot the note. So one note here, one note there, here, and there. So let's go to the graph editor, come to velocity, then bring those notes down a little, okay? All right, so that's for the tambourine. Let's go in for vibra slap, okay? That's where we're going to plot only one note just here, okay? The next sample will be this cowbell, okay? Cowbell mute. Let me bring it in. Let's plot the note for it as well. Select all these notes up to this place, okay? Okay, something like that. But I'm going to be doing a little bit tweaking on this cowbell. So just sit on the graph editor. So just pay attention to what I'm doing here. Okay, a note here. Okay, something I want it to be in steps, something like this. Okay. You see what I've done here, and bring this one two down, down, down. Okay. So let me bring this note down as well. So do something like this. Okay. So what I've done here. Okay. And for the panning, I want to make things sound a little bit crazy. So I want pan from left to right. So the first note would be somewhere here, 70. Okay. Do it as I do, okay? Something like this. Then the rest of the notes will go up there. Okay, so it pans from the right to the left. If you are using stereo headset, you will hear what I'm doing here. It's so clear, okay? So everything together. So we have our loops ready for export. You can now come to your playlist. You see part 1 here. Bring it to the playlist. And you can hit on Control B to duplicate it many times that you want. Okay, so you can have the audio version of what we have done here. So I've done it. Mine is 282. You can do whatever you want with it. After that, you hit on song. Okay, so we can now export it without any problem. Okay, then hit on wave. You can choose your destination, whatever you want it to be. So I've choose my destination. I will name it Reggae Loops. Then hit on save. You see, you have our loops here. You can just look through what I've done here and do the same thing. Can choose waves or MP3. So if you want the file to be smaller in size, you can choose MP3 and increase the byte rate to 320. Then you can hit on start. So now listen. One problem with loops is that you have to make it loud to the maximum level, at least 14 LUFS or 0.00 dB. So if you bring in your loops, that's the exported version, the audio version, you can double click on it, okay, and choose normalize. Okay, so this automatically raise up the volume of the whole or the entire loops. Okay, so listen. Okay, but if you want to master the loops as well, you can go in for external plugins like OZONE 10. So you've seen that I've loaded my OZONE 10 here. Okay, if you want to automatically master it using OZONE 10, just hit here. Okay, so now in OZONE 10, you can see that everything is ready. You can export it now. Okay, so the loop is full and complete. Okay, so just hit on the maximizer. I want to export it at 00 dB. Okay, so listen. The loop is massive loud and you can share it to various platforms. Okay, so now let's export it. This is the final export. So thank you for your time. If this video helps, you can hit on the like and the subscribe button.